Well, I can't stress this enough. We need your ideas. You give us the ideas, you ask your questions, we can make amazing video content. And this is a good little project. I think a lot of people could get excited about this project. So, on one of the 3D printing groups I belong to, somebody was looking for a little something something for a birthday party for their son. And their son's going to be 1 year old, and they're going to have a slew of kids at the birthday party. He said maybe 50 kids, and he wanted a little something something to put in the goodie bag. And I'm thinking to myself, well, what do a gaggle of kids, what do they want to do? Well, bubbles are always a popular favorite, right? They're cheap. He only has one printer. He needs to print 50 of these things. What about a bubble wand? But not just any bubble wand, a custom bubble wand. And that got me to thinking, that's probably something you could even sell, right? So this is what we're going to do. We are going to make a custom bubble wand with the little one's name. All right. He's 1 year old. So I would like to somehow, some way incorporate that too, that he's going to be one. I don't know just how I'm going to do it yet, but that's just in my brain thinking we want to do something like that. So first things first, popped over to Maker World and find us a bubble wand. So we're going to download this bubble wand. It's just one I just grabbed. There's a bajillion of them. Okay, so there's our bubble wand. And I guess we're going to have to go into bamboo first. So let's do that first. All right, so here is our bubble wand. Now we are going to have to do a little bit of work here to figure out exactly what we're going to do here. Like I said, I have ideas, but let's firstly figure out how big the bubble wand is. So it is this way. It is a total of 27 millimeters, which is 2 inches, and the length is basically, the overall length is 100 millimeters, which is roughly 4 inches. So do keep that in mind. I think this is going to work for our purpose. So let's go to the measure tool here, and I want to measure a couple of points. I want to measure, for example, how long that is right there. And that is 50, let's call it 55 millimeters. Okay, so that will be good. So now let's pop over to Inkscape here, and let's start a new project, and keeping that 55 millimeters in mind, because that's what we have to work with. So here's kind of sort of what I was thinking. One idea is to grab our text tool here in Inkscape and just type in the number 1. All right, and you can see there is number 1. And let's go ahead and size it to 55. So that was my initial idea. Okay, and you can see it's 23 millimeters wide, which is fine for us. We're just going to make it a little bit skinnier, and I think that works. And then let's go ahead and grab this again, and let's type in atom. Okay, now notice that these are all touching. That's kind of sort of on purpose. So let's go ahead and rotate atom. Now the reason that those are like they are is because previously I was making a logo where I needed all of our letters to touch. In our case, we don't really need all of our letters to touch. So if I click here, you see it says -8 kerning. If I just set that to 0, now our letters don't touch. So what my thought was is to bring this over here. Let's give this a different color. What my thought was just to make this a little bit smaller. It doesn't have to be this wide. Make it a little bit smaller yet. And so this was my thought. Okay, we could cut atom out of 1. So let's just try it. Control minus. And that's what we would have. Okay. Now, the problem is this guy's floating in the breeze here. So what we would do is just come in with a little rectangle, doesn't have to be very big, and essentially just connect those two. Okay. So let's go ahead and duplicate this everywhere where we have to make a connection. So like this has to be connected. So we'll just make it a little bit longer. That piece, duplicate it again, and move this piece down here. All right, there we go. So now what we could do is take these and our number one and hit Control plus. And now you can see it's like a little stencil. And so all of that should work. And I wonder if we shouldn't, let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and just drag out another little rectangle, same width. And these points on our M, let's go ahead and do those straight up like that too. Because that will support that point right there. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. So we'll do that same thing, Control plus. And so now we have basically a proper stencil that should all hold together for us pretty well. So he's number one, and we've got his name in there. So let's go ahead and save this. Go to our desktop, and we will save it to Atom B. We'll call it Atom B. Okay, and then we'll pop back over to Bamboo here. And let's go ahead and get rid of our stick, or at least most of our stick. So to do that, we're going to right click and add a primitive cube. Move our cube into place, right about there. And S for scaling. And we're going to add our control key to only scale this side. Right about there is good. All right, so we're going to take this and control click this. Now they're both selected. Go to Mesh Boolean Subtraction. Yes, we want to take the cube from the wand, execute, and now we chopped it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at how thick this is right here by going to our measure tool again, coming right to that lead edge there, and that is 2.540. All right, so now we can control I, our atom. So there's Adam. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and make him 2.45. I don't know. I don't remember what it was. Isn't that terrible? I think that's what it was. So yeah, so we just move him into position here, wherever we want him to be. So we can go right there if we want. I think that's pretty close to where we want it. Back down here. We left those little tabs so we could connect to it fairly easily. Okay, so this is going to have a little bit of stiffness to it. It's going to be pretty good little stiffness. Now I think what I will do to stiffen this up a little bit is, well, first of all, I am happy with this, the way it looks. So what we're going to do here is let's go ahead and take this piece, control click this piece, and let's just go ahead and do a union and bring those two together. Okay, so now that is just one piece there. All right, and so now what I'd like to do is I am going to put a couple of settings here just to make this a little bit stiffer. So we are going to go to our strength tab here, and we're going to set our wall loops. Let's go ahead and put them at 5, and let's go ahead and slice it. I just want to see how it actually slices. So I know I have an idea what I want, and it's a little bit tough to see, probably because of our coloring that we're using. So essentially, you see that right there where that grid is coming into place? It's almost perfectly solid. When we do 5 wall loops, it's almost perfectly solid. You can see the wall loops there. So I think, let's do this. Let's back it off. Let's do 4 wall loops. And you can see here, our top surface density, our top shell layers is 5. Okay. Bottom shell layers is 3. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to be happy with this. I think this will print just fine. Takes 19 minutes to print one, which is, not great, but also not awful. On the quality tab, I do want to make sure we are at, on every print I print, 0.25, 0.25, 0.25, 0.25, 0.25. It's just totally worth it. The added print time is not much, but the added quality is huge. Okay, so there is that. Alrighty, so we'll go ahead and reslice the plate, just take another look at it. I think I'm going to be happy with that. So there you go. There is his custom bubble wand. I think that's going to work out just fine. So now what we want to do is we want to fill our plate. I don't know why we have a Bamboo A1 Mini though, because we don't have a Mini, we have a big one. So we'll put that down here, and let's see how many we can fit on this build plate. So there is this one right down here, and Control C, V, 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 V. All right. So let's get rid of this. So we could fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16 pieces. So we're going to have to make about 5 build plates of this, right? 16 pieces. No, 3 build plates. 3 build plates. So let's go ahead and slice everything. Let's go ahead and select all these and right click and center them up. Slice the plate. And what are we looking at? 4 hours. Awesome. 3 plates. We can handle that. Not a lot of filament, and that is something that I think people will get kind of excited about, having their kids custom a bubble wand for their birthday parties. Whatever. All right, so that is it for this one, guys. We'll get this one fired off to whoever it was. I forget his name, I'm sorry. Whoever it was that requested this, I will get this sent to them. But make your imaginations go wild. Get your questions asked. If there's a file that you got an idea for, you don't know how to tackle it, that's what we live for, is making content. So send us your ideas. Send us what you're looking for us to demonstrate, and we'll do our best to answer those questions in an epic way. Okay? So until next time, thanks for watching. If you have any questions or need one-on-one training or some custom files made for you, this is my contact information, so feel free to reach out via email. You can text me. You could even give me a call. I'd be happy to answer questions or give you more details on the one-on-one training we offer, and as well as if you need custom files made until you are up to speed on how to make them yourself, feel free to reach out and we'd be happy to help you with that as well.